Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Cheers. So, I was kind of having a hard time with life yesterday. And it turns out that other people are willing to help sometimes. So that's what happened yesterday is I'm a little bit better today because someone helped out yesterday. So you know who you are. Thank you. Cheers. Because it took me from being like, oh my God, how am I going to get all this done to now I can get stuff done. So I will be mixing up dough this morning. But even so, last night, like I got my buttermilk, I got things done, and then I was like overwhelmed. Sometimes you get overwhelmed in life, right? Every now and then you get overwhelmed. Not all the time, but every now and then I get a little bit overwhelmed. So instead of starting mixing anything last night, I just decided to continue on with whatever I was doing yesterday, which just so happened to be like I have these. Oops. I have these, which is a can koozie with the boobers. And I have this one with the boobers. And yesterday I spent quite a bit of time making up the other gender. The other gender. I'm going to go with that. The other gender. There. It is. Really quick. There you go. I got to make the thong thing for it. But I don't know if I'll be doing that this morning or later. Either way, the thong thing will be, it pushes it down. So then if anyone's interested, then you pull the thong thing down because people do that. I've watched them. It's great to watch their surprise and they're, ooh, ooh. And so you pull the thong thing down and it goes boop, whatever. So that's what's going on in Misty's world is stuff. Always, right? What's going on in your world? Is stuff going on in your world? We've all got stuff going on in our world. And I do these videos every day, no matter if I'm happy, sad, glad, mad, whatever, because we're all experiencing all of these emotions all the time. And how do we deal with it? Sometimes we don't deal with it. I wasn't dealing well with it yesterday. I was kind of upset. And it wasn't that I was arguing with the husband, but he was like, look, we don't have this, we don't have this, we don't have this, so we can't do this. Doesn't mean that just because it's true that I can't get mad. I was totally mad. I was like, Ugh. And I wasn't mad at him. I was just mad at the situation, which is life, right? It's just life. So, and then sometimes some people will come along and help you with life. I don't ask for help generally with life. Like I'm living with grandma and I've been living with grandma for quite a few years now. I'm kind of afraid that if I move that grandma will be here by herself. So that's kind of a fear of mine that I don't want to talk about a lot. But it's a fear of mine that I have. And I know grandma wants us to have our own house. We want us to have our own house. But what's going to happen if I leave and no one's around to help grandma do whatever she needs to do? I don't know. So, yeah. It's just a big thing. And it's all over the place. Like I am all over the place with, being up and being down and being happy and being mad and being grateful, gratitudeful, grateful and being like, Ugh. I'm all over the place. Are you all over the place? We're always all over the place. And sometimes our emotions, we have control over our emotions. And sometimes our emotions get away from us. So even this morning, my eyes have been watering a little bit. I've not been crying or sad or anything. Just my eyes have been watering just a little bit. And I think it's the weather because it continues to keep changing. I know I'm all over the place this morning because that's what I do. But the weather keeps changing, because we're going from winter to summer. We're going through the spring. Spring is the change. So, and as long as I'm talking about it, yesterday morning I got up and I hacked up a bunch of stuff and spit it out. And I can actually breathe better since I've hacked up all that stuff. But I attribute it to the weather being a little bit more stable in the mid 40s-ish. And even this morning, it's like down to 26. And I wouldn't dare walk outside and spend 15 minutes standing outside right now in this moment, because it would make all of this go haywire. It's like putting a bottle of water in the freezer and then bringing it out. It goes haywire. Starts having condensation on it when you bring it back out. And when you walk outside, like it is right now, it's like 26 degrees outside, and things will start freezing up. And then when you walk back in, it'll go bleh. Fun. It's fun stuff, right? Not always. So yesterday morning, I actually woke up coughing and ended up spending like an hour like coughing stuff up and spitting it out and just continuing to beat on my chest. And I think it's that those hot showers I've been having with running it over my face and letting that stuff drain. Between draining here and draining here, we're going to get through it. So, and probably 5 to 10 years ago, I would have, if I had this stuff going on with me, I would have been like, yeah, I'm too sick to do anything. These days, I'm not too sick. I am doing stuff every day. Even on my heavy period days when I don't feel like doing anything, I still get up and do stuff. I used to go to work at the factory job when I was on my heavy days. And there were days that I didn't want to go in to the factory job, and I still got up and went and did it anyway because it needed to be done. There were things that needed to be done. So even now, without the factory job, with only doing whatever I'm doing these days, I still got to get up and get stuff done no matter what. I've got to figure out dinner. Dinner's a thing you got to figure out every single day, no matter what. I don't care who you are, where you're at, what you're doing. Dinner's a thing you got to figure out every day. So even on my days when I don't feel good, and sometimes the husband will take up with dinner and stuff, but generally it's on me. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. But sometimes it's a little excessive. Like every day. Come on, people. What are you thinking? Everyday dinner. No, it's a thing you have to do every day, I guess. We have to eat it every day. Whatever. So, morning, Mark. Cheers. So, get up. Even if you had a crappy yesterday. And maybe it wasn't on an entirely crappy day all day. Maybe it was just a crappy moment you had. I had just a little bit of a crappy moment yesterday, and I got through it. Thankfully, I got through it. So, and then I went and moved on to do other things. Took a nap yesterday, stayed up too late last night, overslept this morning. Shit happens, right? Every single day. Cheers to stuff just happening. And nobody's perfect at all, whatsoever. Even like my husband is not perfect. Is he perfect for me? Probably. Am I perfect for him? Probably. Do we have flaws? Absolutely. Do we talk about those flaws and about those flaws? No, we do not. We just deal with it. We talk about it. We communicate. Man, I am all over the board this morning. So it's interesting to see how one can go from being in a glitchy mood for a moment, and then the glitchy mood is fixed ish. And the things that you can think about when you're not in that glitchy mood, because now I'm all over the place. Yesterday I wasn't so inspirational. I was feeling down, and I'm kind of testing myself, like with different things, like if I'm feeling down and how long it takes me to get out of it, and what can I do to get out of when I'm being down, and if I'm in a bad mood or whatnot. Or if I'm in a great mood, what I'm doing to continue on with that great mood. I am like studying myself in these moments, seeing how I can help myself be better so I can also help others be better. So it's like I get into my moods where I'm like, you know what? I get into those moods. Man, my eyes feel like they look funny because I got to do this to see anything. Let's put this back on. There we go. Now I can see my eyes look normal. So yeah, we all have times and moments when we just, and then, I don't know where I was going with that. Whatever. So get up on a Wednesday, and even if you had some glitchy moments here and there and, sporadically, you can get through them. It's not avoiding your feelings. It's feeling them for a moment, trying to figure out how you're going to figure it out, and moving on from it. And sometimes you just got to let it go. Sometimes people will come through to help you. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they have the ability to help you. Sometimes they don't. And in fact, I'm a little snotty this morning. One of my kids continues to ask for money every now and then. And I said, look, even when I sell something, even if I sell this little thing, cover that up a little bit. Even if I sell this for $20 and I have $20, it doesn't mean I have $20 to give to my kids. And that sucks sometimes, but it is what it is. That's where we're at. That's where I'm at right now. Just because I've sold something, just because I make cookies and I'm selling stuff, doesn't mean I have the money to give away. I have money for bills and to keep going. That's it. So I had to tell him that last night, which was, hey, look, just because I'm selling stuff doesn't mean I have extra. I have no extra. I finagled my car payments around. Like I texted my car payment place yesterday and I finagled them around. And they were okay with that. But they added, because I finagled them around, they added an extra $25 charge to the next 3 payments. But they finagled them around. So do you finagle your stuff around and pay the extra charge that they're charging you for finagling it around? Or, I like saying finagle. Or do you not try to work with them and try to come up with the money in the moment? And so we finagled it around. I agreed to the extra $25 a week payment because I'm also, doing stuff. So in the next few weeks, I should have that extra $25 for those payments on top of the actual payment. It is what it is. It is what it is. So if you're also feeling the crunch with your own payments for whatever reason of whatever it is that you have payments with, call them, text them. Excuse me. Coffee burps. I am fortunate to be able to text my vehicle place and talk to them via text. And make agreements via text. I don't have to call them. Sometimes calling them, it does funny stuff to me. Like, I gotta say that I ain't got the money and I gotta explain. I'll text. Thanks. So yeah, that was pretty great. So I got that finagled around. We're able to get a few things extra done. Maybe an oil change for said vehicle that needs to continue to keep running. Whatever. We don't do that very often either. We should do it more often. Whatever. We're all in the same boat. We're all figuring out life, doing shit together and not together, and at the same time and not that at the same time, which is why I try to give the advice that can be generalized for any aspect of your life. Yeah, I've been watching Cobra Kai and Daniel LaRusso, Ralph Macchio, I think I said it right. I probably just butchered it. Whatever. He's always taking whatever's going on in life, like fishing or whatever, and making it into a karate lesson, or things he's taking like regular life things and making it into a karate lesson. And I'm taking regular life things, or even regular things that's going on in your life, my life, whatever. And I'll take yarn and make it into a life lesson. That's probably where I got it from, was taking something else and making it into a life lesson. When you get all tangled up with your yarn, untangle yourself. It's a life lesson, Buttercup. When you get all tangled up in here, sometimes you gotta untangle yourself. Drop that on the floor. All right. So yeah, sometimes we just gotta do that. And untangling yourself can be anywhere from journaling to owning up to your feelings, to crying 20 minutes by yourself, to telling yourself different things. Don't tell yourself you're a screw up. Don't tell yourself you're an idiot. Don't tell yourself you're worthless. Tell yourself better things. You can tell yourself whatever the fuck you want. You can tell yourself you're worthless, but you can also tell yourself that you're amazing. You can tell yourself that you can't do this, but you can also tell yourself that you can do this. And everything is true and not true at the exact same time. It's whatever you believe. This, whatever it is here, Well, I can do it, so it's true. Oh, I can't do it, so that's true as well. Either way, you're right. Whether you're wrong or you're right, either way, you're right, because it is exactly whatever you think it is. And it's not whatever you think it is. Like if you think something's too hard, what is it? Something that a kid did the other day. She's like, this is hard. This is hard. I don't remember what it was that she was doing, but she kept saying, this is hard. I said, it's not hard. It's time consuming, which makes it hard for you because it's taking time to do it. You've got to actually sit here and figure it out. Maybe it wasn't her math that she was doing. And I was like, look, it is what it is. You just got to take the time to do it and understand it. And once you can start understanding it, you get better at doing it. And turns out she was just reading her instructions wrong. So mom helped her by rereading the instructions out loud. And she's like, oh, I was doing it completely wrong. You're right. Glad I could help. And I didn't even actually help her with the math itself. I just helped her understand it so she could do it herself. So sometimes that's all we need is just a little bit of a better understanding so we can do it ourselves. And that's the main point of these videos, is to help others with some other random piece of advice that's going to help you help yourself. Because at the end of the day, all you got is you. Yeah, you might have other people, like I got grandma, I got my husband, I got my kids, I got people. But at the end of the day, I got me. I'm the one that's responsible for whatever I've done throughout the day, throughout my life. I'm the one that's responsible for it. And even if things have happened to me that I could not control, I'm responsible also for how I respond to whatever's already happened to me. I can respond in a total shitty manner and be bleh, 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 all the time. Or I could be different and respond in a different manner and be better for myself, which is also going to be better for everyone else around me. That's all I got. So on a Wednesday, find your things to feel grateful for. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what time it is. You can do it all day long. You can say, ooh, traffic is great today. I'm grateful for that. Ooh. And just keep going on throughout the day. Just make it a habit. And it takes 21 days to make a habit. So start making a habit out of something better for yourself. And be your own magic. Find your own magic. Because why not? Why the fuck not? Sometimes your magic escapes you. Yesterday, my magic was escaping me. I didn't know where it was. Someone else provided a little bit of extra oomph so I could find a little bit of extra magic for myself. And it happens. It doesn't always happen, but it happens every now and then. Also, be your own sunshine, because tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. And even if you had a glitchy morning or a glitchy moment, it's okay. Even if you cried for 20 minutes, it's okay. Dry it up, move on. And a lot of people can't. They will hold on to that and stay in that for a very long time. Sometimes only a couple of days, sometimes a couple of weeks or months, and sometimes even years. They will hold on to that. And every time they think about that one thing, they go, and then they let it go for a moment, and then someone else mentions whatever it is that makes them go, and so you mention it, and they go again. What the fuck do you think that's doing to your body? Every time someone mentions something that you got a grudge against, what do you think that's doing to the inside of you? It's doing a whole lot of not good stuff to the inside of you. So learn to let things go. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but you can do it. It takes time. It takes practice. It takes being mindful. It takes being mindful of the things that make you go, and if you don't want to go anymore, then fucking let it go. Write it down. Burn it. Let it go. Put it on a piece of paper, throw it in the garbage, whatever. So you could write it down and even throw it in the garbage because it doesn't belong here anymore. So get it out, pull it out, write it down, take it outside, set it on fire, throw it in the garbage, whatever you want. Just get it out so you can be better for yourself. So I think that's all the rambling I got going on today. I got stuff to do. I think I might start, I don't know. I'm in between crocheting up these thongs or cleaning up and getting started on mixing dough. I'm in between the two, and both need to be done. So maybe the first thing is to get dressed, right? Probably. So that's all I got. Hope everyone has a great, lovely, amazing Wednesday. And remember, even if you have a glitchy moment, you can turn it around in the very next moment. Everyone have a great day. Misty out.